Fight Network. One more bantamweight bout. Suarez, 20 years old. Mackson Lee, 25. And this is where the attention is drawn to. 6'1", fighting at bantamweight. Matheus Suarez, 5'5". Mackson Lee with the reach advantage. Wolfpack offers this last prelim fight. And let's head up to Mr. Leonardo Lavati for this official bout.
This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Bantamweight division, and it's brought to you by Wolfpack. Introducing first, the fighting out of the blue corner. This fighter is a center-style fighter. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighs in at 133.6 pounds, with an undefeated professional record of 7 wins. 3 of them by KO and 1 by submission, representing CM System, and fighting out of Curitiba, Paraná. Please welcome Mackson Lee! And stealing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This fighter is a mixed martial artist. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighs in at 136 pounds, with 7 wins, being 6 by KO, representing Rizzo RVT, and fighting out of Rio de Janeiro. Please welcome Matheus Soare. And the referee in charge of this bout is Osiris Maia.
Osiris Maia, once again, the man in charge of the LFA cage. Matheus Suarez, red tape. Mackson Lee, 7-0 blue tape. 3 5-minute rounds are possible for this last prelim bout. Bantamweight division, I'm saying it's possible because the last 2 fights didn't go past the first round.
Yeah, exactly. And there are 2 finishes here, you know. Mackson Lee 7-0 with 6 finishes, and Matheus Suarez is 7-1 with 7 finishes and 6 on the first round. So we definitely might see another finish for any of those guys tonight.
Definitely believe that finding the distance will be the name of the game for this one.
Yeah.
Lee in the blue tape, 6'1", Suarez 5'5". As a fellow Suarez, I identify with the height disadvantage because I am only 5'8".
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, like for Matheus Suarez, the best game plan right now is to kick Lee's legs, as we can see right now that he tried. Because, you know, he's so long. You need to stop his movement a little bit, you know, kick his leg, put some hands on his stomach, and then after a few minutes goes to the head, you know. This is like the normal game plan against a guy that's way taller than you.
And it's impressive, Kyle, the stats that you were giving me about Mackson Lee when he was walking in. 7-0, 6 first-round finishes.
Yeah, exactly. Like six finishes for Lee and 7 finishes for Matheus Suarez, you know. And Matheus got 6 on the first round, actually. But 2 finishes, you know, like they're coming to finish the fight.
And very similar records. Suarez 7-1, Lee 7-0.
Oh, nice.
I gotta tell you, these guys have a TV in the warm-up room. They've been seeing that spinning kick working, and they're just putting all their chips on spinning heel kicks.
They won the bonus, you know, like they already know the other guy got an amazing finish, so why not do the same, you know? I can do a little bit better and get the bonus on your place, you know?
CEO Ed Suarez had a talk with these fighters before the face-offs yesterday, reassured them that there will be bonuses for fight of the night and performance of the night, knockout, and I gotta tell you, that lit a fire under their butts for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And Luan Pedroso is definitely a contender for this bonus, you know?
I agree. Luan, also Marcus, beautiful finish as well. Suarez finally doing what he has to do for this fight, closing in that distance, sticking to Lee like glue. That is Suarez's best game plan. He likes to be aggressive and heavy on the cage. You see those good old school Marco Ruas foot stomps.
Yep. Yeah, just like his teacher, right?
Yeah, there's a reason for that. He's trained by legend Pedro Hizzo, which is originally trained by legend Marco Ruas.
Exactly.
There is the foot stomp lineage there, you know. No pedicure needed. I'll just stomp your toes.
Yeah.
2 minutes left.
Good game plan for Matheus Suarez, you know. I think he's ahead a little bit on the round just because he put the other guy on he put Lee on the fence a little bit, you know, so very experienced Matheus Suarez.
Definitely
And
Lee's toughest test until now. The most experienced fighter he's faced.
Definitely. And you know, like very, very well studied fight, beginning of the fight, you know. Those guys doing very good. Both know the level of their opponent, you know, so definitely a great way to start the fight, you know, thinking, try to figure out the movements, the patterns that the other guy presents. But I think Lee is the second time that he do this middle kick, and he let Matheus get on his distance, you know, so definitely a very smart choice for him, and he repeated the same thing, but already got up.
We saw the very clear reach disadvantage shortly when Suarez caught Lee's kick, but he didn't throw a punch because it wouldn't touch him.
Yeah.
His leg was so long that he would literally punch the air. Look at that.
Again,
he doesn't punch because it won't get to him. Oh, he got that. He's just trying to prove me wrong.
He heard you.
Come on, Suarez. We have the same last name, brother. Don't do me like that.
He heard you, man.
Suarez keeping it heavy in the cage. 50 seconds left in this first round. Red tape for Suarez, blue tape for Lee. Lee never tasted the rough taste of the defeat. Oh, spinning out by Suarez. 30 seconds left. The taller Lee, for the first time using that inside leg kick, I just feel that he's got to use that range a little bit. He's focusing so much on these spinning kicks and kicks that his jab is just not there when it should be.
Yeah, exactly. He's putting a lot of effort on the jab, you know. Jab is a movement that you do to set up another punch or to set up another movement, you know. Like if you put a lot of weight on your leg when you do a jab. Oh man,
flying knee takes him down.
Ooh.
Suarez on Lee like glue last couple seconds of the first round. Things picked up quite a bit there. I do believe that Lee threw that kick, that flying knee, because he knew it was the end of the round. He wouldn't be taking that much damage or in that much danger. Let's take a look at some of the replays. Caught that kick, kicked with that base leg, took Lee down. Spinning heel kick, the first one, Lee attempted right off the top of the head, caught him close there, gave him a little fade, and then Suarez, heavy foot stomps a la Marco Ruas. Caio,
great round.
5 rounds in the books. We're going into the second. Who would you give this first round to?
Yeah, like I was giving the round definitely for Matheus Suarez for closing the distance, keep the fight on the fence, you know, all the time. But I don't know how those judges saw this last knee on the face, because he got the knee on the face, you know. So I don't know if they got the round to Lee, but I don't think so. I think it was 10-9 to Matheus Suarez, but definitely an open fight. So we're definitely going to see a little bit more on this round.
Agreed. Second round shortly underway. Our ring girl has let you guys know. Suarez red tape, Lee blue tape. Osiris Maya, experienced ref, making sure everything's happening within the unified rules of MMA. Kajimar São Paulo is our stage for tonight. I'm Max Suarez by my side. Caio Borralho, fresh off a win, climbing up to number 5 in the middleweight division. Clearly a title contender.
Yeah, little by little, man. Soon with the belt on my waist. I'm working a lot. Let's keep doing our work, yeah?
Yes, you do your work, and Suarez and Lee do their work inside the LFA cage. Suarez trying to go for that heavy hand, chasing Lee there. Lee doesn't want contact with Suarez's right hand.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful spinning kick to the body.
Yeah.
Oh, countered with that hook and that cross. Almost took a little bit of paint. Oh, heavy on that double leg. Let's see if he can take Lee down and keep him there this time.
Yeah. That's the hard thing. Keep Lee down. Keep this big and long guy down, you know. Like, wasn't a smart choice of Lee kicking his leg. A guy that wants to put you down, then you're going to kick his leg. But, oh, he got the mount already.
Suarez on the mount now.
Yeah.
Lee gave up that back. Something that fighters normally do. They prefer to give up that back to try to defend. But Suarez being very smart in getting that base leg of Lee and not letting him have that leg to get back up. Corners.
That was a nice ankle pick for Suarez.
It was a very nice ankle pick. Both these guys coming from great teams, legends in their corners.
Yeah.
With Suarez, we have Pedro Hizu, a legend. In Lee's corner, we have Cristiano Marcelo, also known as the guy that put Crazy Horse to sleep, the backstage of Pride, when they had a brawl in the backstage when Vanderlei Silva was about to walk into the arena.
Man,
they had a brawl and Cristiano Marcelo put him in a triangle and put him to sleep.
Imagine that happening, you know, imagine that happening in a big event like Pride, you know, like it's crazy, man.
It just shows how crazy MMA was.
Yeah,
back in the day.
exactly.
Almost halfway through the second round. Lee finally freeing himself up. Heavy on the kicks goes Suarez. Lee trying to.
Yeah, I think Suarez needs to keep throwing the leg kicks on Lee, you know, just to, you know, hide his punches a little bit more, stop a little bit Lee of moving that much, you know.
Suarez going for that heavy right hand.
Lee starting to be more active, a little bit more active right now.
Trying to throw that jab a little bit. He's using that distance a little bit more. He has such a huge advantage, you know, height and reach. But then again, not taking anything away from Suarez, because I think part of Lee not finding his range is Suarez being. Oh man! That left hand goes. Suarez is down. Lee stomping.
Man, that
elbows
was a
to the head.
crazy
1 minute
uppercut.
50 seconds left. Oh, and Suarez says, "Nope,
I'm good."
I'm good.
Amazing uppercut for Lee. He was losing the round. Definitely right now he's in the fight, you know.
Yeah.
He's winning this round.
And he's known for his elbows. I mean, those aren't elbows. They're basically butcher knives. How sharp they are.
Yeah, man, it was great.
You know when you hit
elbows.
your pinky toe on the corner of your bed? It's the same hard, rough feeling when you get hit with Lee's elbows.
Definitely, brother. And
he's going for that
Darce choke, yeah. And we see Matheus trying to go to the legs, because Matheus has a finish by heel hook in his resume, you know, so.
Oh, he got that Darce choke in. Suarez is breathing through a straw right now, saying he's okay. He needs to start moving his hips forward. Is Suarez defending this the right way?
Yeah, he's doing it the right way with his stomach to the ceiling, you know, with his back on the ground. If he stays on his side, he goes back. You see?
Oh!
You see?
That's a tap.
Yeah.
Mackson Lee still perfect, moves on to 8-0.
Yeah, he was defending good with his back on the ground, but as soon as he put his shoulder on the ground, he got more tight. And then there was like late enough to don't tap. Amazing finish by Mackson Lee. You know, amazing uppercut. Great and vicious ground and pound with crazy elbows. And then did go straight to the finish.
That just
Very
shows,
good performance for Mackson Lee.
That just shows how improbable MMA is.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
The probabilities are numerous.
Yeah,
we had Mackson Lee that wasn't finding his range on the ground.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the fight goes to the mat. He finds a Darce, starts setting it up. Suarez tries to defend it, but I mean, look at this guy. He's got 4 legs. Like, his arms are huge.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you get out of that?
Yeah, and he was very versatile, you know. Like, see this uppercut. Crazy uppercut, you know. He was doing only the cross, and then suddenly comes from the downside, you know. Crazy. Definitely Matheus felt his hand. Great ground and pound for Mackson Lee. And then went straight to the finish with these long arms. That's definitely a tight Darce to be inside on.
I mean, trains at CM System, world-class BJJ black belt legend Cristiano Marcelo, has slick BJJ, training with Juan Miao, Victor Petrino in the UFC, Geraldo Neto, former LFA champ. Just an entourage, great bodies to be working with inside the room. Yeah. They're in the cage, and let's make it official with Leonardo Levi.
Referee Osiris Maya has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes and 4 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by submission via arm triangle, Mackson Lee!
A Darce choke win keeps Mackson Lee perfect as a pro. Now 8-0, has not lost as a pro inside the cage. Brings the dub back to CM System and all the guys in Curitiba. That's a wrap for the live broadcast here on LFA Fight Network. 5 fights, a night that will be remembered, but from now on, we will be live at the top of the hour on UFC Fight Pass. Kyle Bohaido and myself, so if you haven't done so yet, go to UFCFightPass.com, download the app,